Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Daniel Miller, better known. What's going on, peoples? I just got a question for all my wrestling fans out there. Is it me, or does the WWE really suck these days? I mean, piss poor performance. Really, really suck. I mean, it ain't. It's not the good old days like it used to be back in the day. Man, I can't believe I'm saying that, making me sound old. But the perform. I mean, it's just the product. The whole product of WWE. What what is going on? I mean, every single week I am forced to watch this zombie like atmosphere. All these fake applause, knowing that people ain't screaming and shaking and all that. It's just fake. The product just completely sucks. I mean, I could see this happening way back in the day, and I'm just gonna just give my opinion on why the WWE isn't as hot as it used to be. Uh, let's just go ahead and get everything started. First of all, I believe after the Monday Night Wars went completely off, you have all these wrestlers from two great companies, and two great companies, one WCW and one ECW. And once those two companies fell, boom, boom. I mean, the industry just went. It was just pitiful. It was pitiful because me being a Southerner, I was a big WCW fan, bar none. I've been watching hold on, guys. I've been watching wrestling since I was probably 2, 3 years old. '84, Jim Crockett Promotions, Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling. That was the spot. That was it. There was only one champion that I knew, and that was the National Wrestling Alliance World's Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, better known as that kiss-stealing, wheelie-dealing, limousine-riding, jet-flying son of a gun from Queen City in North Carolina, better known as the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. He was the only champion, and the product was great. The Four Horsemen. I couldn't understand when I was young. I hated the Horsemen. I hated the Horsemen, especially Flair and Tully Blanchard. I hated those two. I didn't know why. I didn't know why until I started growing up and understanding that the heels, they got once they build up and make the baby faces look good. Oh, it's on. Cause me, I was Dusty. You know, the number of guys, American Team, Magnum TA, Dusty Rhodes, the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, Nikita Koloff, Sting, Lex Luger. This was before he joined the Horsemen and all that. Barry Windham, Ronnie Garvin. The list goes on and on and on. And Ricky Steamboat, but he came after the Horsemen kind of phased out in the NWA. But they had good. It was straight up. It was good guys versus bad guys, baby faces versus heels, and the storylines were strong from the first match all the way to the main event. I remember one time I watched the whole thing. It was the Great American Bash. It was I think the first card was Jimmy Garvin versus it was, dang, I forgot who it was. It was some new kid, and all of a sudden it was Ric Flair versus Nikita Koloff in the main event. And I watched the whole show. I mean, I was a huge Road Warrior fan. I mean, those guys were cool. I mean, it was. This is the point I'm just trying to prove. The product was good. It wasn't good. It was excellent. The only mistake Jim Crockett ever made was going out of his territory. That was the only thing he messed up in. If he didn't go out of his territory, Jim Crockett Promotions be open today. But it's just like, let's do the Vince McMahon philosophy and try to go national. knowing they ain't got the money for it. Knowing they ain't got the money for it, they had the atmosphere. The NWA was gonna back them up, no doubt. But they want to compete with the WWE, which I'm kind of surprised, because if they didn't have that Northeast, if the WWE didn't have that, well, the WWF, if they didn't have that Northeast market, they wouldn't be nowhere. They'll be a blimp. They'll probably be a blimp in the wrestling history books. But it was good. I mean, through the 80s, even when Jim Crockett got sold to WCW, the 90s. I mean, they struggled for years to promote. You know, Billionaire Ted, he struggled a couple of years to promote, but I mean, the matches were great. The matches were awesome. You know, I still remember to this day when Ron Simmons won the WCW title against Van Vader. I know where I was. I know how old I was. You know, I remember crying. I mean, it meant that much to me. He went against Cactus Jack. He went against Lex Luger. He had a great match with Lex Luger. You know, Vader was the man. You know, Sting was the man. I mean, it was awesome. Even in the 90s, when WWE wasn't as popular, when Hogan left. I mean, they still had good talent. Bret Hart, you know, Shawn Michaels, you know, The Undertaker, Diesel was coming up. I mean, all this good talent. They had Jeff Jarrett, they had Bam Bam Bigelow. They had good talent, so they knew they could draw. It was good. Now these days, it's just like unreal. What? It's just all. I mean, basically all you see is John Cena, and Randy Orton, and that's it. That's it. It kills me. It kills me. They cannot keep these people. Keep guys like Matt Hardy. Keep guys like Shelton Benjamin. Keep guys like Batista, Charlie Haas, Carlos Colon. They really messed up on these guys. They could have made them world champions easily, especially Shelton Benjamin. Easily. I mean, and another reason that I feel like this, because Triple H, when he put that wedding ring on Stephanie McMahon's finger, he knew he was set for life, and his ego got in the way. I love Triple H. He's a good star, but he's not Rock. He's not Austin. All he is a Shawn Michaels wannabe. Period. I said it. I said it. He's nothing but a Shawn Michaels wannabe. The clique is over, man. You know what this means? It means this. NC State, Wolfpack for life. Always has and always will. But ever since I saw it going down when he was awarded the World Heavyweight Championship in 2002. Really? Awarded a title of that prestige without having a tournament and having an actual person fight, two people actually fighting for the title. I never understood that. It was just like he was just trying to use his power. It's like, oh hey Vince, I have the idea. Hey, can you award me the world title? You know, I married your daughter. Okay, Chuck. Okay, kid. Okay. I mean, seriously? If it wasn't for Stephanie McMahon, Triple H would not have a career. Period. He wouldn't, because he was Shawn Michaels' caddy, basically. Then Shawn got injured. When Shawn Michaels got injured and left 5 years, he had DX, had him smoking hot. I understand he wanted to be by himself, but I wasn't feeling it. I mean, even the Undertaker. I'm sorry, I may be an Undertaker bias, but the Undertaker is the most underrated professional wrestler ever, and he is Vince McMahon's greatest creation. Not Hulk Hogan, not Stone Cold, not The Rock. The Undertaker. He has put up with more bullshit in that company than anybody. And should have been, what, 14, 15-time World Heavyweight Champion. Easily. But McMahon and the politics kept giving him these stupid gimmicks. These gimmick guys. I was like, I understand. It's alright, but once he started wrestling Bret Hart, once he started wrestling Shawn Michaels, once he started wrestling Owen Hart, and all that talent back then, you can see he can draw money. Undertaker was like one of the most popular guys from like, what, 94? It started like, what, 94? The Royal Rumble in 1994? After, until like then, when he won the title in, when he won the WWE title in 97 against Psycho Sid. It's just crazy, but I'm just getting off the subject. I'm a huge, as you can see, I'm a huge Undertaker bias fan, whatever. He's, to me, he's my champion, so I'm gonna kill it. But anyway, I mean, all the talent that the WWE had in mid 2000s, from 2000 on into like probably like 2008, 2009. It's unbelievable. I mean, really, it was just like, what are you thinking? Going so young that quick and trying to shove this whatever you got on TV down people's throats. I mean, people in my age range ain't gonna buy that crap because of what we used to see back in the day. When Rock was saying, lay the smack down on your candy asses and know your role and shut your mouth. Austin 316 was dominating. The Undertaker, the Ministry of Darkness was dominating. You know, DX, the Nation of Domination, all that stuff when it was good. To this bullshit right now. And it's unreal. Another thing, the championships, the divisions, the divisions, they really messed up when they got rid of the European title, the Cruiserweight title. Those are the two main titles I felt like you can give a lower mid card guy and he'll rock the house. Especially the Cruiserweight Championship, because the Cruiserweights were probably one of the main reasons why I was watching SmackDown. That and Undertaker, pretty much. I mean, Jimmy Wayne Yang, Tajiri, Jamie Noble, Rey Mysterio, Ultimo Dragon, Chavo Guerrero Jr. Bunch of good guys that they can rock the house. They can rock the house anytime, knowing they can rock the house better than the main event card. And they just got rid of those titles. And yeah, the women's division. Oh dear God, it's just bad. It's bad. Biggest mistake, letting go Melina Lopez, Mickie James. I knew Trish Stratus was going to retire, but Lita retiring, that hurt. That hurt the division because it hasn't been the same since. Now you got Layla. Oh yeah, Michelle. Oh, also Michelle McCool. When she retired, it just went to the wayside. I mean, you got Layla, you got Eve. I mean, they're doing okay, but it's not like when it was Maria, Stacy Keibler, Tori Wilson, you know, Mickie James, Victoria, Molly Holly, Jazz, you know, PMS, all those girls, China, Kat. I can go on and on. I mean, it wasn't like that. I mean, I remember some of the women's matches I was looking for than some of the men's matches because they knew how to wrestle and they knew how to compete. Man, it's just crazy. Now, another thing that just really kills me is just less promotion of black wrestlers. I'm not going to say racist. I don't want to sound racist, so if I do, I apologize to those who are listening. But it's just seemed like all the black wrestlers, all the black minority wrestlers that I've seen, good talent, great talent, don't get this shot, especially in the WWE. I mean, the only black champion that I know who was very strong was The Rock, and they push over more his Samoan heritage than his black heritage. When Rocky Johnson was probably one of the greatest pulls this area's ever seen. Soul Man Rocky Johnson. I mean, my dad remembers him back in the 70s. They had good talent. Soul Man Rocky Johnson, Tony Atlas. I mean, end of discussion. It kind of hurts because you don't never seen it. And one guy who's really been screwed by the WWE, I felt like it could have been a great champion, was Ricky Steamboat. And everybody knows the story on that. I mean, Ricky Steamboat, one of the nicest men on the face of the planet. And the WWE had something at WrestleMania 3. Had something when he faced off the Macho Man. It was a mid-card match that became one of the greatest matches. And Hulk Hogan, oh my God, could not take that. I felt that Ricky Steamboat could have been a great WWE champion. But that's my opinion. And I'm sticking with it. It's just like when R-Truth came. I mean, Ron Killings was the man in TNA. 3-time TNA champion. Really put his work. I mean, he actually really had good work at TNA. Really, really good quality work. I still remember that match with him and Kim Shamrock for the title. I mean, Kofi Kingston. I'm sorry. In 2010, like 2009, 2010, Kofi Kingston was the hottest thing that was out there, bar none. When his feud with Randy Orton, and all of a sudden, I mean, he was the hottest. I was picking him to win the Royal Rumble of that year, going to WrestleMania. Then I think they gave it to Cena. Like, he really needs it, really. I mean, I know Cena can draw, but you want to get these guys coming up, get them going. But these guys, it's like the 90s again with Hogan, man. Just the ego gets in the way, and boom, you get bullshit quality ass matches. Kofi Kingston was the hottest thing. He's still the man. I still believe he can still do it. I mean, he had Elijah Burke, Shelton Benjamin, definitely. Then they screwed him over when they made him the gold standard. I don't know how he pulled that off. I don't even know how Hacksaw Butch Reed pulled that off in the 80s. Blonde hair and black people don't mix. It's bad. It's not good. But anyway, Shelton Benjamin, the feud he had with Triple H and Evolution, that was awesome. And they knew he was just stepping up. He kept coming. Booker T, like I said before, Booker T was the hottest wrestler on the planet. When WCW ended, when he was both the world champion and the U.S. champion, until he came into the WWE, feuded with Stone Cold, it didn't go there. It didn't go as hot as they wanted it to go. But once it started clicking. And he got that opportunity at WrestleMania 19. He was on fire. Then all of a sudden, Triple H just wanted him, like, oh, we can't make him the top guy. We can't make him the top guy. I'm the top guy. And they did whatever it took to make him a mid-card guy. And just, I like he got the world title, but he should have been the WWE champion, and they gave it to JBL, which I'll give JBL credit. He's a good heel. I think that's the only reason he got the WWE title, because he was a great heel. But yeah, it's just kind of bad, because it's bad. And another guy that I thought was good, Elijah Burke, when he was in ECW, then he went to TNA to be D'Angelo De Niro, the Preacher. And that was a good character, and I hope TNA keeps that dude going. And it was just bad. I don't know what WWE is thinking. Then, after all the stuff, the safety stuff, finally got Jeff Hardy going. Jeff Hardy wins the title. I mean, everything's on fire. Then they let him go because of the substance thing. I mean, whatever you do in the personal business, that's just personal business. But Jeff Hardy was hot, and they just let him go just like that. Cause the McMahons want to cover their ass. Unreal. I don't understand. What they did to his brother, that was fucked up. And as much as I love Edge, he was wrong. Him and Lito, they were both wrong. And then the WWE was no better exploiting the whole situation. And Matt Hardy, he was on fire. But he didn't play that bullshit card. But the WWE just want to feed him. Edge did. I mean, you can't blame Edge, but I mean, I thought Edge was a way better wrestler. So was Matt Hardy, and they both deserve it because of what they've done in the tag team. All those guys in that division, the tag team division. The tag team division, that's another problem. Back in the day, the Hardys, Edge and Christian, the Dudleys, world's greatest tag team, the Pitbulls, the Basham Brothers, either Benoit, Angle, or Benoit and Jericho, guys like that, the Power Trip, the two-man Power Trip, that was actually a good tag team. Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction, that was a good tag team. The tag team division was probably the best back in those days when they were pitching the WWE title from Rock to Austin, Austin to Rock, Austin to Triple H to Rock, over and over and over and over and over. And I'm just like thinking at this time, Chris Benoit was there, Shawn Michaels was there, The Undertaker was there, Kane was there, Big Show was there, and they could not give it to them, and they just kept giving it to these three. It was just, I don't know, it was bad. And it just seems like it's not interesting anymore. WrestleMania 28 was good. I mean, even though they desecrated the World Heavyweight title, 18 seconds. I mean, Daniel Bryan, come on, dude. Think. It's like the World Heavyweight Championship as the first match. I'm just like, really? And for the people who say that the Rock Cena match was the best match ever, stop snorting that cocaine, because you need to wake the fuck up. Everybody in that mama knows that the Hell in a Cell match was the best match on the card, bar none. Then it was Punk and Jericho. That was the second best match. And Cena and Rock maybe third, maybe fourth. I thought the Battle Royal was better. The Survivor Series match between Raw and SmackDown, I thought that was better. It's just not. It was not good. I mean, and now The Rock has a WWE title shot at the Royal Rumble, and he hasn't wrestled in almost 10 years. What the fuck are you thinking? You gonna give a guy who's been in Hollywood he's been in Hollywood handling his business, doing what he does, you gonna give him a title shot? Instead of giving it to a young guy, build him up, give him the time. This is WCW all over again. Everybody knows where that went. From like late 98 to 2001. Everybody saw what the fuck happened. It was like, hey, let's get, since Rock's one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, let's give him the title. And I bet you Jim Ross said that bullshit. I love you, JR, but you talk about the David Arquette situation in WCW. That's a David Arquette moment right there. You gonna take a guy who hasn't wrestled, I mean, really wrestled, what, WrestleMania 20? Almost 9 years later, you want to put a title shot on him? He hasn't wrestled in that many years? Really? I don't understand. And another thing, oh my God, if I see Brock Lesnar on the WWE program again, I'm gonna fucking hurl. Brock Lesnar? The same guy who quit on your asses in 2004? He was a 3-time WWE champion who quit on you because he couldn't take it? Because Kurt Angle was beating his ass? That's the main reason he couldn't compete with Kurt Angle. He knew he couldn't compete with Goldberg. And yeah, I knew Goldberg wasn't going to last in the WWE because it's not his territory. I mean, Goldberg was a man. And they keep talking all this bullshit about him not being a good worker. That's crap. He drew money. WWE tried to do the same, but they try to soften it up, trying to make him think that Triple H can compete with him. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here with that bullshit. Nobody in that mama believe that crap. Triple H can't compete with nobody. Fucking looking like Toucan Sam. Unreal. Then it's unreal. Then, I mean, the only thing that kind of freaked me out about WrestleMania is The Undertaker. Gonna change his persona like that, just cut his hair off. Everybody knows that was part of his gimmick. That was just part of the character. Now seeing him without hair, it's not good. It's not good at all. But the Rock situation, I'm getting off base. It's just, I mean, I love the Rock back in the day when he was just coming up with this stuff, and he was in the $800 shirts and the sideburns, looking like Elvis, looking like a cool cat from Miami. You know what I'm saying? But now, you can't. I can't explain it. It's just not him. I mean, I even actually liked him when he went back as a heel in 2002. I'm telling you right now, the greatest promo that he did was the one he did in Toronto after No Way Out. That was the best one. It was before WrestleMania 19. That was the best promo he ever done, ever. I mean, once WrestleMania 19 left and he went his way, it's just been downhill from there. But I'm gonna continue on this thing later. Tell me what you guys think. You know, just give me some comments, just give me some feedback, just let me know what you think. Cause it's just, I feel like, man, WWE, if they don't change soon and really drastically, it ain't gonna be no more WWE. That's why I'm watching other wrestling promotions. You know, TNA, at least with, you know, TNA may not be WWE quality, but they wrestle. They're good wrestlers. They're good wrestlers. They let their young talent come through. Ring of Honor, same way. Combat Zone, same way. New Japan Wrestling, same way. They let their young bucks get a chance to do it. Give them a good push so they can become superstars. People say the TNA is just a knockoff of WCW. Maybe not. But at least they wrestle and not talk for almost an hour and a half. It's just unreal. Just tell me what y'all think, man, cause I don't know what's going on in this business. I love it, but yep, I miss back in the day. Y'all, I'll holler at you later. Peace.